Hey, it's Nancy, the nurse practitioner here, and I want to first wish everyone a wonderful holiday. I am wearing my Angel Harold pin. Hark the Harold Angel. Great pin I got from my mother-in-law who passed away a couple years ago, and it's a special gift that I wear a lot. I like it. It's kind of sassy. Anyway, we're going to talk about a very important subject today, something that's become part of my life. I never thought it would be, but dealing with drug abuse, addiction, and some other things. You know, usually there's some mental health issues. We have some bipolar in our family, depression, anxiety, just in general. And so people turn to all sorts of substances in order to feel better. In this particular situation, there was cocaine, and actually it turned out to be laced with fentanyl and heroin. Thank God the person did not pass away. But it did leave us open to some really serious, important issues that we need to all consider in our lives, because we just don't know who those people are. And we did just have a holiday, and unfortunately I didn't get to do this video soon enough, but it's specifically about making sure you go through your medicine cabinets and secure medications that you've been given, maybe even from a few years ago for surgery on a knee or other such stuff, because people go into medicine cabinets at parties. You would never think so, and you don't know who they are, and you don't know how old they are, and you may never suspect anything. But look at Matthew Perry. He actually went through open houses and would go through the medicine cabinets to get some drugs that were available. So let's first talk about that, because since we're on that topic, I happened to go through my medicine cabinet and took out all the old medications, capsules, anything that would be of danger to anybody. What you can do to discard these is specifically take them out of the capsules, put them in a Ziploc bag. This is not a Ziploc bag. And crush them with like a hammer in the bag. You could put cat litter, you could put dirt, and you could pour Maalox on it even, and then just smush it up, seal it up, and throw it in the garbage. You can also buy something online called doTERRA. This is it deactivates drugs. It's safe, convenient, and effective. And what you do is, you actually put it, you open the bag, you put the drugs in it, you pour water, and then you put it in the garbage. Much safer way of going. The other thing you need to make sure you also do is either lock your cabinet, take your medicines out, put them in other areas. And if you throw away your medicine bottles, make sure that you take your name off of it, the date of birth, and who your doctor that prescribed them. And then you could throw the bottle away in your recycling plastics. But this is something we should really be very careful and do this if we care about the people we love and our visitors and stuff, because you just never know. The other thing that's really important is if you have children in your house is to change the medicine bottle to child safety caps, which you can get at the drugstore at the time of your visit there, and say just put a secure cap on it, all right? And you also, when you are prescribed medications, we need to talk about that, because we can stop the misuse of opioids by, first of all, not making them available to our family members. But when you're given other medications, make sure you tell your clinician what you're on so that there is no drug interactions and you don't leave anything out. That's really, really important. And also you may want to look into alternative for pain medication. There's a lot of alternatives you can use. You can use topical creams and whatnot that you could find that could get you through the rough stuff, in the beginning. Or now we, pretty much clinicians such as myself would just give out a few pills, like 10 maybe tops, just to get through the first few days so that rehab can happen and you're not in such pain. It's really, really important. The other things I want to go over is about naloxone. Now, if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's the Narcan. And I think more and more of us are knowing about it. If you have kids or teenagers in your house, if you are a clinician and you want to keep it in your car, it is actually a nasal spray. and it deactivates any kind of opioid use. If you found somebody unconscious on the side of the road, it's not harmful to even try it on somebody. If it's something you can do to help them if they're unconscious. They may need CPR or other things, but that would be the first thing you could evaluate as well and have it ready in your kit. The Good Samaritan law does hold true, where if you had to use the narcan nasal spray on anyone, you would just be able to use it without any repercussions. There is a site I'm going to give you where you can get it. In the state of Connecticut, I actually went to one of my pharmacies, and they said that I needed a prescription to get it. And then the other one had it over the counter for $44.95. So there's still some barriers out there to get the Narcan. What you could do is get a prescription from your clinician and have it covered under insurance. You could also take a Narcan training class. You could just go on to your local government sites and put Narcan in and see where you could be trained or how to use it or become a trainer, which is really cool. And so how to use the spray, it comes in a box. I meant to bring it out of the car, but it's just like a nasal spray. You would just spray it up into the nose, squirt up there, and it doesn't matter which nostril you use, and you just squirt it till it goes up there. And if it is fentanyl or some opioid in there that the person has inhaled through cocaine or has taken orally, it will deactivate it. You may have to use it more than once, and it's important to know that once you use the kit, you can always get more because you may need to use it again. There's lots of sites for people who want to get help for opioid use or misuse or substance abuse. There's a parent connection for parents to go to. You can actually check that out on our website. Just put parent connection in, and they're people who have children who have been through some kind of substance abuse, and it's really a support group for you about self-care and setting limits and boundaries and how to help you have a joyous time and not be always worrying about the child. There's also called something Healing Hearts, Center for Grief and Loss. Check that out in your area for if you have a loss in your family, for somebody who did have some substance abuse and unfortunately has passed away. In our family, my sister lost her daughter Mandy last year. Actually, January 5th this year will be the year of her passing from alcohol addiction and overuse. And, you really, really do miss these people not in your lives, big parties and part of our conversations and getting to call them on the phone. It's just so sad to lose somebody, and especially at a young age and for a preventable reason. So there's also Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, something called SAMSHA, SAMSHA, and I will put these things on my YouTube site so you can call them. It's a national helpline number, so if you do need help with getting some kind of counseling or guidance or support for somebody in your family with substance abuse, the number is 1-800-662-4357. And then, of course, there's NAMI, which is NAMI, which stands for National Association for Mental Illness. When we think about substance abuse, there's usually an underlying depression, anxiety, family issues, conflicts, relationship problems, whatever that leads people to a place of comfort or they feel is comfort. Of course, to me, God is the ultimate comfort and the only person, the only being that will ever help me through anything. Just my 2 cents, actually my 25 cents. So anyway, there you go. We learned about how to discard our medications properly and how to get a hold of this kit, which again, I'll put on my site. It's called doTERRA. The Narcan kit we talked about, check that out. You can just go Narcan overdose. nasal spray and find out how you can get that at your local pharmacy or buy one in the store and have it in your car, because there's so much overdosing and dying in our communities. It's time that we all step up and take care of them as best we can to prevent any more deaths. So I wish you a happy new year, a blessed holiday season, and that you stay well and peace from Nancy the NP. And please subscribe to my channel. As caregivers, this is one of the many things we do. We care for our family members, but we care for each other, and that's what my channel is all about. Check it out, Caregiver Success on YouTube. Take care, all. God bless.